What's going on, y'all? Straight to the point, sports and entertainment. Hit that like button, sub to the channel if you're not a member, and also hit the notifications so that you're able to get all of my content and all of my videos. Now, I want to talk about Stephen A. Smith and Pat McAfee for a second. As you know, they're both working for ESPN right now. Pat McAfee, he got the Pat McAfee Show. And then, of course, everybody knows who Stephen A. Smith is, unless you're living up under a rock. He's on First Take. Also works, the NBA scene, being on various shows from time to time. Sometimes he'll be on SportsCenter, sometimes he'll be on Get Up, sometimes he'll be on NBA Countdown, just to name a few. Okay, but there was a big, explosive, heated argument that went down between both Stephen A. Smith and as well as Pat McAfee, and I'm gonna put the link in the description so that y'all can take a look at this. But even so, as far as some explicit words being said to each other, Pat McAfee had actually called Stephen A. Smith a mofo or MF. Okay, and you fill that in, you use your choice word. This had to do with Pat McAfee saying something on air, and I guess apparently it was a show or something that along the lines of what Stephen A. Smith had produced, and Stephen A. Smith had, I guess, threw a fit about it because it was in regards to his production company, something that he had produced, and I guess he didn't want Pat McAfee to mention it on air. But I think maybe that there are a lot of other things beneath the surface that we're really not looking at. Let's just call it what it is, okay? The tables are turning right now in terms of who is more and more becoming the face, if you will, of ESPN. Pat McAfee is starting to gain all of that attention that Stephen A. Smith had once had. A lot of people, including some radio personalities and some people that have their own podcasts, have said that Stephen A. Smith tends to always pull the race card a lot, okay, and wants to make it a white-black thing or whatnot. Also, I think that there is a lot of jealousy too coming from Stephen A. Smith's end, because let's just call it what it is. Stephen A. Smith, he tends to get jealous of other people when they do come on the network, regardless of how he wants to try to play it off and everything. I think he, was jealous of the attention that Shannon Sharp has been getting lately, especially with the views that went through the roof with the Cat Williams interview on his own platform and everything. And then on top of that, now Shannon Sharp has been getting way more attention too as well. But we also have to take into account of Pat McAfee's unapologetic and to a point non-filter style that he has, that a lot of people tend to like, and they like the rebel aspect of what he brings to the table in terms of his show. So I just think that it's a thing of jealousy, okay, coming from Stephen A. Smith. As you know, Stephen A. Smith, he'll always, just constantly throw people under the bus. Sometimes he doesn't seem to be a team player, and sometimes he wants to command that type of attention or whatever. I mean, which to sometimes a lot of people can handle it, but this networks, I think that they're starting to grow tired of Stephen A. Smith. Another thing that you also have to understand with Stephen A. Smith is that he continues to throw people up under the bus. As you know, everybody knows what the situation with Kwame Brown. How he constantly said things about him and his career, and then also he continues to destroy his credibility on certain things. Most notably, as of recent, what's coming back again is about the fact of what he did in terms of his short-lived basketball career, in which he had stated that he averaged 1.5 points in college. And many people wanted to question that, especially when you put it in a memoir or you put it in your book that actually became a bestseller. So I just think it's a lot of underlying jealousy here coming from Stephen A. Smith's end to Pat Mcafee, and not the other way around, because Pat Mcafee was just hoping that he could still be on First Take, and he said that he still has love for Stephen A. Smith despite the back and forth that they had behind the scenes. But like I said, I'm going to put the link to the article in the description so that y'all can take a look at it. Again, I thank y'all for tuning in. Make sure you like this video, share it, subscribe, hit the notifications so that you are notified. It's straight to the point, sports and entertainment. I will get at you later.